No, Agent Lisbon.
Yes, Dr. Montague, it's a pleasure to meet you.
And you must be Patrick Jane.
I must be. You were saying we needed to talk?
Yes, Dr. Montague is consulting on the case.
Oh.
Yeah, she's a decision science consultant. She works with the FBI and state agencies. Her work helped bring in the Corey killer.
I'm developing a predictive computer model. It identifies the patterns in crimes and assesses whether or not they were committed by the same perpetrator.
Wow. Cool.
The system's flagged your 2 murders as the reemergence of a killer known as the Caveman.
I remember him. He bludgeoned his victims with a wooden club. That was 10 years ago.
Indeed, but the similarities between his victims and the victims in this case are statistically identical.
How so?
The Caveman always picks 2 victims 1 week apart. The same physical attributes, brunettes, 120 to 140 pounds. In every other respect, the choice seems entirely random. No geographic or demographic pattern. Victims are bludgeoned on the side of the head with a wooden object. No evidence of sexual assault. Bodies are left in waste sites and scrapyards, and the victims are unknown to each other. This is classic Caveman.
Well, at least you're wrong with conviction. These 2 women knew each other.
How do you know that?
So this one. Yes. Now, if you look at the detail in this rose, and then again the detail in this scarf, they're both done by the same hand.
Intriguing handicraft theory.
Yeah.
But even if we were able to establish a link between the victims, it doesn't exclude the Caveman from being the killer. It merely expands the modeling paradigm.
Merely expands the modeling paradigm.
Wasn't the Caveman known for sending poetry, animal organs, even crude drawings to the police? We haven't received anything like that.
We will.
Hey, boss. I found out that Valerie Beston was a financial director at an online company called Agile Turtle.
Dr. Montague, this is Agent Wayne Rigsby. Rigsby, Dr. Montague's consulting on the case, and you'll be her liaison.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
Why don't you show her around?
Sure. I can give you the 50-cent tour. Start in the major crime section.
Really? A decision science consultant?
Don't start. This goes way above us. We're good to the feds will be good to us. When in doubt, don't act out.
You just made a rhyme. When am I ever in doubt?
Seriously, you start trouble and I will...
Burst my bubble?
You were right. It wasn't a serial killer.
You remind me, I almost forgot.
Thank you. I'd forgotten it too.
Useful brooch. And I was hoping that, you might forgive me any misdirection I might have given you.
Oh, yes. No, actually, it was bracing to have one's operating principles challenged so robustly.
Glad to be of service.
I've never participated in chicanery before. I can't condone it as a system, but I must admit that it adds zest to the task at hand. In fact, how did you figure it out? That it was Esther and Nilda?
Just a good guess. When we first met with them, they were masking shame, not sadness. And who likes lizards? Cold-blooded people.
Lizards. I think I shall stick with hard numbers.
I have another guess for you. The caveman isn't coming back. He is almost certainly dead.
Possibly. I have no personal bias on the matter. The numbers will eventually reveal the truth, either way. They always do.
You really believe that?
Of course. If you could stand far enough back to see the big picture, everything is numbers. Speaking of which, you gave me a gift, so I must give you one. I ran Red John through the modeling program. You might find some of the data sets useful.
Oh, a lot of figures and graphs here.
That's right. Good luck.
Well, thank you.